Hi everyone, my name is Kathy. On Facebook, I have a fan page. It is called Kathi's Weight Loss Journey. It is spelled Kathi. A lot of people give excuses or reasons to why they can't eat healthy, they can't exercise, they can't lose weight, they can't get in shape. And to be honest, a lot of it is excuses, even though they want to play the pity card. A lot of it is excuses. Coming from me, having Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which is an autoimmune disease, and my body attacks my thyroid, so I'm hypo most of the time. Every now and then I can swing high, but I usually don't get the side effects except for insomnia or something like that. So I don't ever really get the weight loss side effect of it. So I do understand completely that losing weight is very difficult for a lot of people because of medical issues. I'm one of them. I can work out for 2 hours a day. I can eat anywhere from 15 to maybe 2,000 calories a day, if that sometimes. And I get on the scale, nothing. Or I'll gain weight. Yay. So I understand that medical issues, medications, things like that, they really can stop you from losing weight, or it'll be a lot harder. But I've lost 106 pounds and I have thyroid disease. I actually wanted to take up running because when you were 330 pounds, when you're that big, you barely can walk down the street, much less run. So my dream was to always be able to run and just to run and have the freedom of running. And I really wanted that, to run marathons, to say I've ran a marathon. My foot would not allow me to do that. I've actually seen quite a few doctors. I have plantar fasciitis. It is mostly from me being so heavy and trying to work out so heavy. I have a heel spur and I get cortisone shots in my heel and they really, really work. But the thing is that my foot started hurting me earlier this year. Come to find out, after many doctors and going to go see a surgeon and a specialist, I am not allowed to run at all. I was told to give that dream up completely. Never going to happen. I actually need to have a total foot reconstruction and I need to have the toe joint to be fused. I already had major ankle reconstruction in '05. The last thing I want is another surgery on the same foot. So I'm really trying to prolong it as long as I can. The cortisone shot has really helped me. My body's not flaring up anymore, so that's really a great thing. So I've had that, plantar fasciitis, Hashimoto's. Also, last year, I discovered, after about 2.5 years of being really sick and getting to the point where I almost died last year, to find out I had 2 tumors. Again, it caused me to gain 80 pounds in 6 months. So I've had that to deal with. Last February 2012, I went to Jump Street, which is nothing but trampolines, and I broke my knee. I kept jumping and flipping and having a great time. Then my knee hurt, and I didn't think anything of it. I have a bad knee anyway from being 330 pounds. I have arthritis in my knee. And jumping, and it kept bothering me, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I went hiking that weekend. And then the next day, that Sunday, I went to the zoo. And I was like, why can't I run? I can't run. Come to find out, yeah, I fractured completely through my knee. So, yeah. So I've had so many issues that I've had to overcome. And I still fight. I still keep going. A lot of people, they think that when you eat healthy, it's very expensive. I am very cheap. I will always be cheap. I am always up for a good deal. You don't have to go and spend all the stuff on organic stuff. I really don't eat organic because it is very expensive, especially meat and dairy. Now, if I catch it on sale or on clearance, then yeah, I'll buy it. But I can't afford, $7 gallon of milk when I can get a regular one for $2.30. So I can't say that I eat all organic because I do not. But I try and eat very healthy. I usually go to the store, Kroger, first thing in the morning if I can, or at night before the rush gets there, because they'll have a lot of big bags of fruit and vegetables for $1. I found it today. I loaded up. I'll spend about $10, $15 and I'll get enough fruit and vegetables to last a month because I'll freeze them. So eating healthy does not mean it has to be super expensive. You just have to know how to shop cheap. You can go to certain stores like the 99-cent store. A lot of times they have squash and zucchini and even portobello mushrooms for $1. And I'll go there, or Aldi's. I don't ever really go to Whole Foods and Central Market and all that unless it's just more for the experience, because I can't afford that. I'm a single parent. I raised my niece and it's just me. So I'm not going to sit there and spend my money on that when I got bills to pay. So I understand that money, a lot of people just cannot afford it, but it's really not that much more expensive if you know how to shop for it. So again, go to your store first thing in the morning. They have bread on sale because I really love potato rosemary bread. And it'll be $1 instead of $3. And like I said, you can get like the huge things of fruit and apples. Like my favorite apple are Honeycrisp. If you haven't had a Honeycrisp apple, get one. They are fantastic. But you can get a huge big bag of them instead of paying they can be up to $3, $4 a pound. I'll get a whole bag of them for $1. So you can overcome that as well. So I do understand that money and medical issues and time. Again, I'm a single parent. I raised my niece. I've had her for 7 years now. She's 13. So going to the gym, it was always difficult when you have a child and you have to come home. And even now, I get off work, I go to the gym. I try and be home in time for me to cook dinner for her, help her with her homework, spend time with her. Next thing you know, it's time for dinner, time for bed. So time is very tight. So what I usually do is I get up at like 3:50 in the morning because my gym opens at 5. But if you get there at 4:40, usually he'll open up the doors for you. And so I'll work out for an hour before work, shower, and then just head out the door. And then when I get off work, I'll go back for another hour. That way, by the time she gets home, I'm just getting home too. So I don't have the 2 hours to spend during the week. So I'll break it up. So it's just more of, it can be a slow process, especially for us, with medical issues or injuries. I've had my fair share of injuries, and I understand that it can take a lot of time to get your body to where you want it to go. But it doesn't mean just throw your hands up and quit. Because last year, when I gained the 80 pounds, and I didn't know why at first, I could have quit. When I broke my knee last year, I could have quit. With my foot, I could quit. I don't quit. Of course, I can't run because it's not worth it. It hurts way too bad. But the thing of it is that I work around it. With groceries, I try and find a way to work around it. You can get frozen vegetables. It's just so many things you can do to just don't make excuses for things not being as easy as they are for some people. Because I know quite a few people that they sit there and they'll say, I just walk, a mile a day. I'll eat fast food and I can lose, 600 pounds, and it's just, I can't do that. If I just walk, I gain weight. If I look at a cookie, it jumps me. I gain weight. I don't even have to eat it and I gain weight. I know quite a few people, and it's just, they can work out for 20 minutes and they will drop so much weight, and they're eating burgers in front of me and I'm eating my vegetables and my lean meats and working out like a slave and I gain weight. So I understand, but the thing is you cannot give up. You can't quit. And a lot of people, they just think that little progress or no progress means to just quit. And that's not the case, because if I would have quit every time I would have had an obstacle, I would have never started. Starting at 330 pounds with major ankle surgery in '05, I didn't start my battle until '09 because I used my ankle and my thyroid disease as the biggest crutch. And all it got me was 330 pounds. And I hated it. I hated myself. I was miserable. Even now, I have arthritis in my knee because of my weight. And it's just not worth it. So it may be a long, hard, difficult battle, but it is possible. So I just don't want you to think that you can't do this and that you need to quit. Because if you really want this, you can find a way. So hopefully you will battle on. Hopefully this will give you some motivation to not quit. So I hope you enjoyed it.